Alright, so is Fortnite causing a moral dilemma amongst the fans of Godzilla? That's the question today that we're going to talk about, and by I mean I got some special guests. I got two of the, what would you say, the hybrid war combatants that we're starting off here. We got Joe from GojiCenter.
Hello. And
we have GojiGuy himself.
Howdy.
So, you guys have, obviously you clicked on this video, and you're wanting to hear us talk about this whole Fortnite thing and Godzilla. I have a Fortnite expert, in a sense, maybe, Mr. GojiGuy. Oh, yeah, no, here we go again. Yep. So how would you go ahead and kind of bring it up a little bit? Because maybe you guys have seen this across the announcement of Godzilla and Fortnite, but there's a lot of people that don't really like seeing the big G-man, the guy from Fortnite.
Yeah. So, I mean, they added Godzilla. Firstly, I mean, he fits pretty well as of right now. The most recent season is fully Japanese themed, so it only makes sense, I'd say largest physically and one of the largest, just well-known wise, if that makes sense. Godzilla, one of the most well-known Japanese characters of all time, of course, is going to be added. And fans, doing what they do, are kind of getting upset that, it isn't a literal picture-perfect MonsterVerse Godzilla. Some fans are mad that, it is MonsterVerse Godzilla. Which I find odd.
And some fans are just upset that Godzilla's in Fortnite in general. It just seems like, I seen some comment a while back saying that the creator of Godzilla's, rolling in his grave or something like that at the idea of Godzilla being in Fortnite. And, do you guys think that, him being in Fortnite is really a big deal in terms of, Godzilla at his original state was supposed to represent something very serious, the opposite of what Fortnite is, but it's what is it, 70 years, almost a century later, and now people are kind of getting bothered by the fact that he's in this big, huge, popular game.
I don't think it should be a problem, really. I mean, I think that the fact that Legendary Godzilla made it into Fortnite is kind of like a taste. Yeah, it's a testament to how popular it's getting. Because really, let's be real. When Fortnite first started out being like a big deal, it wasn't necessarily like that much of a stage for pop culture characters to make a cameo in, right?
Yeah.
Now it's more of like that's really their business model. They make deals with certain franchises, and then hey, we're going to put your character in our character, and it's really in service for the franchises. Let's pretend, right, that Darth Vader made it into Fortnite, right? It's going to help Star Wars because it's going to let more people play as Darth Vader, and if for any reason, if anybody doesn't know what Darth Vader is, then they'll know because there's a big likelihood that they play Fortnite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now Godzilla made it into the show, and I'm pretty sure everyone that doesn't know about Legendary Godzilla will now know about Legendary Godzilla because they play Fortnite. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So really, that's what they were going for.
Yeah, it's pretty much just like a big marketing deal, Fortnite is like
it actually
the Ready
is,
Player One of like the video game real world. It's like a multiverse in its sense, and that's really the only reason why I kind of got on Fortnite. I never played it for the first many years that it was out because I was one of the people being like, it's Fortnite, whatever. But I started playing it because they started putting in all these iconic characters, and now I get to run around as some of my favorite movie characters or, other video game characters, and I get to go after people, and it's fun. And now people will be able to do that with Godzilla. GojiGuy here made a good point of how the design is a little...
It's not accurate.
It's not accurate. I mean, it's
okay,
close.
Well, let's talk about why
not
it
accurate.
is not
but,
accurate.
Before...
Let's talk about that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yes,
so, I mean, firstly, props to Fortnite, because, I mean, they've truly brought Godzilla into their style. Like, I couldn't imagine Godzilla any other way in Fortnite except, how they've shown him, because, like, he needs to be humanoid, right? The people who are complaining that it's not perfect, it's like, okay, so you just want a pay-to-lose skin. You're asking for massive legs, you're asking for a long and thick tail, massive dorsal plates that will stick through your builds. It's like, if you actually want him to be accurate, sure, okay, you will never win a game ever again, It's like, and it just wouldn't look right either, the way, just his posture, the way he's built from a biological standpoint.
You're basically a bigger target.
Yeah, the hitbox.
Yeah,
they call it the hitbox.
The way from
gaming.
like to hold weapons or start to build, it just wouldn't look right. It would just look really odd. And
they had to make him look a little bit more like a human, so he could do the human things of Fortnite. So that's kind of why he has a little bit of more of a humanoid body. And,
but it's still relatively accurate. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
So I think it's not bad. Like, they made it work, you know?
Yeah.
Or else you'd be or else you'd be like 3 times more the surface area, and you would never win.
Nah,
You
you'd
get
look
sniped from
cool,
across
but
the-
I don't think you'd feel
Yeah.
cool after being the first one taken out every match. Because
Exactly,
like, guys,
yeah.
Godzilla, take him out.
If
you know?
anything, if anything, it would become a meme. Like, imagine this:
Would.
you know, you're with a proportionally accurate Godzilla who gets eliminated in the first 10 seconds of the game because you're a huge target. You know, so they would make fun of Godzilla, right? Because you're Godzilla, you're definitely gonna get knocked out in the first 10 seconds. Ha ha. You know, whereas keeping it as a humanoid, you know, shape, you're not at the disadvantage. You're playing just as good as everybody else. So I think they did the right move there, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I think it's better
Uh-huh.
than making it like one of their like backpack skins for the random characters too. So it's a nice middle ground, you know. I don't see too much issue in it. I mean, yeah, I think it could look a little less goofy, but like I don't really care because that's what Fortnite's thing is. It's just about having a good time. It's
not a big
solid
deal,
casual game. You know, so like like Godzilla, his appearance in it, whatever, ain't that big of a deal. You know, like it's just a part of us that, you know, we just need to have more fun. And I think that's what this really is. It's a way to get Godzilla out to a different audience. It's a way to grow it. So if you like Godzilla and you don't like the fact that he's in Fortnite, you know, that's your opinion. That's fine. That's totally cool. Don't let it ruin your life. You know, don't let it ruin your day. And just understand that at the end of the day, it's gonna bring up more people to like Godzilla. You know, so that's just something to think about, something to ponder on. And ultimately, I'd like to see Godzilla in a different game too, and maybe we'll get to that. You know, he'll get his actual game maybe now, because I mean, Fortnite is. I still think it's the #1 played multiplayer. Don't hold me
believe
to
so,
that,
yeah.
everyone. I still think it kind of is. You get on there's usually 1 million people on that game, that's rare.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big deal, man. It's a big deal to get Godzilla out there to the public, and if you want Godzilla to keep showing up, then this is just a good starting point. So anyway,
Yeah, like really what people are doing right now isn't helping at all when it comes to making a solo Godzilla game, because if people are like,
Yeah.
Godzilla is not looking good
All
here
they're doing
and
is
whatever,
complaining,
like
that's
it's yeah, people are just complaining, and then, you know, whenever it comes time for Godzilla to actually have his own game, you know what I mean? It's like the developers are going to be like,
Yeah.
you know, we got a really unforgiving audience, and you know, it's
There
just
is-
make things a little
yeah.
bit more.
'Cause, I mean, like if you look at Legendary
Yeah.
and Toho, for example, like both ends, you know, with this going on, because you know this has somewhat to do with Toho. You know, they own Godzilla, and like the Kong Trevor Instinct game, right? It's like if all the fans are gonna do is complain about every little thing and not being just
we're
perfect,
never gonna get any.
they're gonna be like, well, all right, so because what we're asking essentially is like, hey, you know, we've hated on everything you've released. Anyways, can you spend millions upon millions upon millions to, you know,
Hundreds of
to
millions.
get servers, to get programmers, to get modelers, to get animators, and make an entire open world, you know, free for all game of the sort? So it's just not.
Yeah.
They're not gonna do it
Yeah.
if we just keep complaining.
They're gonna get scared off. I mean, would you want to drop that much money if you kept seeing everybody say how much they hate these
Yeah.
ideas and how much? So that's ultimately where it goes. Not saying you don't have to like, or not saying you have to like the idea. It is what it is. But let's just tone down the aggression towards it, huh?
Yeah.
I think that's a perfect way to
Yeah.
end. Yep. But you know, that last, yeah. Don't hate too much, everyone, because it might just make everything go away. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining me on this little talk. It's nice to have you guys around. It's always good to see both of you guys, and maybe we'll have you get on more, and we'll keep talking more about stuff going around. If you guys want that, let us know down in the comments. And, you know, just be smart out there, everyone.
Bye bye.
Fortnite,
That's
skibbity toilet.
Fortnite.